You know, David, I think we just discovered in real time how to remove you from jury duty. Dude, just press play right in front of the judge.
I don't know if that's going to do it.
Well, don't worry. I've got 5 other ways you can get out of that. So we're going to do that at 4. Hi, Rico.
What's going on, Mike?
I just want to say thank you to you.
Why
I do.
Are you thanking me?
Because you wield such immense power up at Michigan State. They brought the Gruff Sparty helmets back for Saturday. Thank you. Honestly, if we're going to lose and look like idiots, let's look good doing it. We're going to start with something that is way outside of, the margins of how we operate, because I can't figure out what I'm missing here. And I don't know if I should term it a sporting event. I don't know if it's like wrestling. I don't know if it's real. But can we just spend a moment on this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight? Because I feel like I'm an alien, is that I don't want to watch a 60-year-old guy get punched in the face. That doesn't interest me. It just doesn't. I also have major doubts that this is even real. Jake Paul is a billion-dollar industry. The minute he loses to 60-year-old Mike Tyson, no one makes no more money no more. Reportedly, he's going to make between 40 and 50 million for this fight, which just makes me want to throw myself off Niagara Falls. And Mike Tyson will make 20 million, which, yet again, me in a bourbon barrel over Niagara Falls. I just help me understand, am I the only person not excited for this? Because Doug and Scott filled the phone lines. All the talk, Kenny, drunk at his dive bar last night, people talking about the Paul Tyson fight. Where are you at with this? And am I just an alien that I don't want to watch this?
No, you're not. Here's a problem. I don't think it's real. So therefore, it's WWE. It's already scripted. You know who's going to win, because when you look at this on paper, if Mike Tyson goes back and trains the way that he says he's training, he's still built in a lab. And 60-year-old Mike Tyson will still knock your head off.
Just like old Floyd Mayweather should have beat Logan Paul if he was remotely allowed to.
Right.
To me, it's a setup.
Yes.
You show up, I show up, we all make money, and at a certain point, hey, old man, take a dive.
Right. Either that or we're going to call it a draw. You didn't lose, but I didn't lose either. And if we want to, we can revisit this down the line. Because in essence, it should be a 1, maybe 2-round fight. And that's about it.
Because, look, here's the other problem. And I'm not trying to, clutch pearls. I don't want to see a 60-year-old dude get punched in the face. That doesn't interest me. What's next? We're going to televise bum fights? It just doesn't make sense. But I want to hear from the people. Look, the fight's tomorrow, and if you have Netflix, you can watch the fight. I will not be watching the fight. I just would like to hear from you guys, because apparently I'm the only person not excited about it.
If I thought it was a legit fight, then, yeah, I'd be locked in and be like, yeah, I want to see this. But after what happened with Mayweather, it was like, that was so fake. At one point, it looked like he literally held him up and said, no, we have to make this go the distance. So I could just knock you out right now, but we're not going to do that because I don't get paid. So we have to go however many rounds. This fight should never go the distance. And you're right. In essence, either you come out there and you make Mike Tyson look 60, or we find out Mike still has it. You poked the bear, you effed around and you found out. So,
does anyone believe this fight is real? And moreover, if you're excited for it, can you just explain to me why? And I'm not judging you. I don't care enough to judge you. I'm asking. Things like this are one of these pieces of society I just can't figure out. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we ended up with some YouTuber, and I can't name anything this guy's ever done in his life, fighting a 60-year-old former boxer, and that's generating payouts of almost $70 million to 2 fighters. How did we get here? And what? Like, Doug and Scott got the most traction of anything they did on that topic. So I'm like, look, I'll do 2 segments on it. It's all you're getting out of me. But I want to know. I mean, like Kenny, is this something you're going to get all? Well, Kenny doesn't need a reason to get drunk. My point is, if Kenny gets around friends, like, are you watching this thing tomorrow?
I'll flip it on out of curiosity just to see if it is real or fake. It's more of trying to watch the car accident instead of actually being in it.
But are you like Rico and I? You don't believe Tyson will be allowed to win?
I think this is WWE light. I think it's WWE adjacent. I don't think it's real, and I think what Rico says is a lot closer to what's actually going to happen. Is it's going to be closer to a tie almost, and they're going to revisit it down the road and be like, this sets up for a rematch in which they'll both make absurd amounts of money again.
Amazing. 248-539-9797. David, you are in your fashion glasses. Explain. Now, does your oldest, like, is he a Jake Paul guy? Like, what does this guy do?
No, they don't care about any of these Paul individuals. They care about real sports and real athletes. Here's what I'll say. I have some things to do after tomorrow's show with some people from the church, and a few of them texted me, well, how long are we going to be? Because I got to watch this fight. I'm like, why do you care about this fight? I'm not scheduling anything around this thing, so I don't care about it. I don't know. I mean, sure, I guess you can care about it if you want to. It just doesn't make sense because from my understanding, there's a clause in it where he can't knock Paul out. So if there's a clause in the contract, if that's true, then why am I watching?
Where's that been reported?
It's been reported everywhere. A lot of people are texting about it. I've seen it in multiple stories.
So there's a clause in the contract. He can't. So it proves what Rico and I are saying. Yeah. Then how are they making $70 million off of a fight that's not a fight? Think about it. It's like, well, some people pull this off in this business. It's like doing a radio show, but there's a clause you can't give an opinion.
And Paul has been denying that there's no clause at all.
What's he going to do? Go, you guys are right.
But see, I think we're looking at it from the wrong perspective. We're looking at it from the Tyson perspective. From the Paul perspective, the people are going to buy this because he's got this large following, because people want to watch him. And they've heard for years, who is this Mike Tyson guy? People always, my father and grandfather talk about. So from his side and from his fans, that's probably why they want to watch this. So you can go back and knock out some old legend that people have always talked about and says the greatest thing ever. It's like if you can play a one-on-one game between somebody, and bring Michael Jordan back. It's like, yeah, that's not the same Michael Jordan from back in the day, but sure, you're going to play one-on-one with him.
We'll get to the people. I don't mind doing it for a couple segments. We got other stuff to get to, including I don't even know what to make of it. Out of the world of college football. It's one of those things where I'm not mad at anyone involved. I just think it's kind of a sad look. I don't think it'll work. But we're going to talk about this Bryce Underwood, Michigan thing, where I'm fine that Michigan wants to throw a bunch of money because they're desperate and sad. They are. And I'm fine if Bryce decided to take it because, young man, if someone's offering you $10.5 million, well, God bless. But even if it works, I don't think it works, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I do think Michigan looks like the 70-year-old chasing the young snapper at the club. It's like, young man, you're 70, you don't belong here. And that silk shirt doesn't fit.
Yeah. I'm hip.
Tucka. So I'm hip. I'm cool.
I have been informed that the clause is not real.
Which is
Evan Jenkins just told me the clause is not real. People have been reporting
Which one?
that, but
Santa?
it's false. The clause of no knockout.
I'm here for you.
But David, the fact that rumor is out there now, the doubt is there. I mean, seriously, I saw a little bit of the Tyson training, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way in the world, even at 58, would I step into the ring. He looks just as fast. He looks just as powerful. He lands one blow, this thing should be over. Like he looked as if he was Tyson from back when fights only lasted 38 seconds.
248-539-9797. We'll get your calls. We'll get your texts. We'll get some college football at 3. We got to get David out of jury duty at 4. We've also got the Lions bandwagon and why I think everyone is welcome. Because I think if you gatekeep fandom, you're a complete loser. And you should be fired out of a space cannon. We're going to do a lot today. But we're going to start with this.
And we even got a little something for you, my friend.
I don't want it.
Yeah, but you're going to take it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're going to eat the pizza.
Wow. I'm now Alabama's opponents under Saban. Awesome. Reed,